You are listening to the Cigar Noise Boys. Soon, your sugar daddies will all be gone. You'll wake up some cold day and find you're alone. You'll call for me, but I'm going to tell you bye, bye, bye.
Was it? Fun
No.
tonight.
When I turn around and walk away, you'll cry, cry, cry. Cry, cry, cry. Johnny Cash.
Oh, I like Johnny Cash, but not that one.
Happy Johnny Cash January.
All
Also
right,
pick that.
Circle Hill.
Hey, congrats, Brandon Kelly. Got a new baby boy. Doing a lot of crying probably. I say probably. All the pictures he's asleep. Brandon, is it true your baby sleeps?
Hey, how soon did you take your baby to your baby Noah to a restaurant? I feel like they left the hospital and right to Outback Steakhouse.
We just went for the first time when my sister visited last week. Went to get some ramen.
Ask the waitress to get
Outback Steakhouse.
Yeah, I just I don't know. They have a lot of good fun times. Anyways, me and this was actually before we forget this. When are you gonna send me back those cigars I sent you?
What?
Those cigars, they're just for the photo. What are you gonna do? Keep them?
Tyler, a few things. Number one, thank you for sending Segundos. I want to talk about that later.
No.
You're a cool guy, but you also sent me Futuro by Warped. And I seem to remember last week you were talking about how bad they were because you ordered them from Cigar Page.
Well, I'm hoping you get a good one.
Oh, okay. Well, see, now I'm visiting my folks, rare smoking a cigar on podcast, rare form. But I was thinking about just gifting it to my dad. But then again, I gave him and my brothers cigars for Christmas, and 4 of them are in the humidor, dry as a bone. So, I don't know.
No, yeah, dude, smoke the Futuro. It might be good. They're not all bad. And then actually, that was Lisa's joke about you sending the cigars back. She's like, you have to say it on the next podcast. You got to be serious about it.
Well, hold on.
Give it.
Hey,
it's something you would do.
Okay, Tyler, I took all the cellophane off. When I take the cellophane off of a cigar that has cellophane, I feel like I have to smoke it.
It's not how it works.
You don't have that feeling?
No.
Oh, come on.
I've cut a cigar and given it away. It's cut and given it away before to me.
You've cut it and sorry, you glitched a bit. You cut it and you gave it away, or you cut it and you just put it back in the humidor?
I've cut it, put it back in the humidor, and then given it away.
What the heck? You're a monster.
It's given me a cigar before that was already cut. I don't know when he cut it, but I'm just saying it's because I take the cell off a cigar. So like once I take a cigar out of a box, I can't give any cigars out of there. I don't know. Anyways, so you're complaining about Segundos? That's all I see.
No. Tyler, I'm not complaining about Segundos. I was complaining about the Futuro that you said was bad and then you sent me. Not complaining. I'm just wondering if I can gift it to my dad. Hey, what's up, Cigar Noise Boys? Now that we're like 5 minutes in, Dom and Tyler doing a podcast Wait, are you reviewing? What are you smoking? We said we're going to review the SBC 22. Tyler, what are you smoking?
No, it's a...
Dang it.
Viaje.
I thought we were going to... Okay, well, I'm doing a review today.
Oh, no, I already smoked I got my review ready.
All right, sick. Tron, thank you for the cigars. You rock. Okay, Segundos. Congrats to Romecraft Tobacco for Company of the Year. Last year, Factory of the Year. And I think it was said in the article that's way more impressive, their streak with Company or Factory of the Year, than being on the top 10 list or top 25 list. I'll add to that. Segundos. The fact that Romecraft Segundos are so sought after shows the quality in their cigars. Like, people know that those are going to be great smokes.
Yeah, 100%.
And you sent me 2 Quinquagenario Segundos and 2 Visa Horny Segundos. Thanks. And I got to
See.
send you some Stonehaven that you requested months ago. Now that I have your address, you sent it from your address, I assume. So I'll
Yeah.
shoot some back. Cool. Well, we got some listener questions. We're going to draft next week. We're drafting a media team.
Okay.
So this
I have
week,
a couple announcements to make first.
okay, real quick. I wanted to do the draft this week. It didn't work out because this is half wheel week for me. Not for me. It's half a week for everybody. All their top lists are being posted, and then consensus I think is on Monday. But go ahead.
Well, first off, I was going to say, I'm doing something I usually don't do. I'm smoking a Viaje. It came out in November, so usually I try to wait 6 months to a year. So far, it's pretty good.
Wait, you wait.
Secondly,
you wait 6 months to a year with Viaje or any cigar you get.
with Viaje.
All right.
And then I was going to say life update, or I did a thing. No. Tomorrow I have training for a new job.
No way.
Yeah. It was funny. I'm gonna start working at Habana House a little bit.
Heck yeah.
And so like Jim offered me a job like when I first either right before I moved down here or right when I moved down here. And I said I'm taking a break from retail, so it's been probably about 3 years since I worked. Damn. Yeah, it's been about 3 years since I worked retail. And I guess they're opening up another shop, and I want to get back into it. Now that the airport's not as crazy, I was going to be helping out with the shipments that came into Romacraft as a 1099 employee, and so I worked. I don't know how many shipments, but it was so busy at the airport, and I kept getting mandatory overtime. And then if you work if you sign up for overtime on your second day off, it's double time. So I talked to Mike, and I told Mike, look, I'm like, there's a lot of overtime. I don't get a lot of days off. Do you care? Can I take a break from working? And then so yeah, so I got some training tomorrow, and I texted Jim. I'm like, hey, can I do some training tomorrow? And he's like, training? You don't need to do training. And I'm like, well, I mean, the POS system. He's like, LOL. He's like, yeah, that work's coming.
He's got training.
Huh? Yeah. So it was funny. I shouldn't have. I like ruined his joke about me needing training. But anyways, I have to. I want to learn the computer system and stuff. So I go in tomorrow, and I'm excited. They carry a lot of good brands. Big Romacraft, Big Tatuaje, Big Foundation, Saka, Rosie's Eating Grass, Warped, Aganorsa, Saka, Padron. Yeah, so I'm excited.
They're opening a new location, so they're gonna have 3 Austin locations now, or is one closing?
No, they're opening a third.
Nice.
I believe in Cedar Park.
So you are no longer a 1099 employee for Romacraft.
No, I mean I can be anytime,
Okay, I just wanted to clarify, we're not a Romacraft podcast. We're not a sponsor.
Yeah, so
cool. That's exciting. Get those shift smokes.
Yeah. No, I'm excited. I haven't done retail in a while, and hopefully I can manage everything. It doesn't get too stressful, podcast.
I mentioned to my parents, because I'm visiting them for a few days, that I had to podcast today. And they said, oh, do you have it on X, the new Twitter? I said, no. She said, oh, you can get that monetized. I said, well, we don't do video. She's like, oh, you got to do video.
I'm pretty sure we pay people to listen.
Yeah, well, that's okay. I was telling her,
it's nice. I'm glad you're consistent,
fun.
and I'm glad your parents have shitty Wi-Fi too.
Yeah. I was hoping you wouldn't notice. Listeners might notice. I can cut out some of the glitches, but yeah.
Yeah.
Same old, same old. Half
Don's
Wheels.
got no signal.
What? I can hear you. Half Wheel came out with packaging awards today. Hey, here's a tip for new cigar brands. Make your boxes look like fireworks. Maybe they'll make the list. We had the Fratello rocket and lunar thingy, a Hanukkah box. I don't even know what cigar that was. And the dad
No, it's
bod.
a cigar company.
Sorry, say that again. You went
Yeah,
robot.
cigar's nothing but a cigar bot. You're a robot, you son of a bitch.
I punch you in the face.
Well, it's your internet that's not work. You keep cutting out. It's smoking.
Okay, cool. Any comments on any other things of the year? Factory of the year? Was it Davidoff?
I like the JC Newman NBA court, and then Factory of the Year, and I like jars. So I think Espinosa did a jar, Viaje did a jar. I'm a big jar guy. I like the packaging of the Be So Horny.
Jarhead.
I think the sticker was nicely done. The two people who put the stickers on the bundle were very meticulous about how they did it. They centered it. Anyways, Factory of the Year. Yeah, I mean, I think no, they were Company of the Year, Romacraft, right?
Yes, but I think Davidoff was Factory of the Year.
Okay, yeah. So Company of the Year. So last year they were Factory of the Year.
Correct.
And this year they're Company of the Year. So winning Factory of the Year last year after one of the partners of the factories bought out Esteban, I think is really cool. That I mean, so I mean, getting Factory of the Year is a big deal, especially there's a lot of good factories out there, obviously, and then company's cool too because not only did Romacraft buy out Esteban, John left, that guy, Sean, has got a bigger role with sales now than before, and they launched a brand new core line, which they don't do very often, and then they launched they 2 years of blending. They came out with the Quinquagenario, several small projects, the El Nono, the Lightweight Heavy, the Be So Horny. And then they continue to do great work for Cigar Hustler.
Not a sponsor.
Not a sponsor, the SPC 2022, War Bear, the new Connecticut and core line. And then they went and then they had to reblend their number one cigar or kind of retire it, the Cro-Magnon, and then they have to they're replacing the Cro-Magnon with a Pennsylvania broadleaf offering. And like a lot of other people maybe would have tried to pass off Pennsylvania broadleaf as Connecticut broadleaf, or maybe they would have bought not as good quality Connecticut broadleaf, maybe dyed the wrappers or painted them or whatever. Instead, he the company decided to announce that they were doing something new instead of, and I think that's the more information out there, the better. That's what I like about, and I know I'm rambling, but I'm wrapping this up. With Saka's very transparent about what he's doing, what's in the cigar blend, why he's doing stuff. Now some people might not like that, but if you follow Saka on Facebook and Instagram and stuff, or listen to his interviews, he's very forthcoming with detail, which I love. And then I heard, Pete Johnson on a factory or on a podcast, and he talked about his cigars. He'll say, binder, filler, Nicaraguan, wrapper, whatever. But when you're telling somebody, it could be any numerous kind of filler or the binder, or he's not telling you the order that the binder is placed in there. It could be, there's a million growing regions in Nicaragua. So, but it gives you enough information, but some of my favorite cigars utilize Honduran tobacco. So, some Romacraft, my cigar.
We have some listener questions I want to get to, just because we're kind of on a time crunch today.
Mm-hmm.
Tyler, you asked who has a bigger hog. You said this. said the same thing last time.
Who do you think?
I'm going to move on. Andre says, is pretty packaging and elaborate stories from brands really important after a sale? I should have
After a
segued.
sale?
Yeah, I know. That was interesting. After sale. Today's packaging day for Half Wheel. I think it matters. If you buy a box and it's nice, I'm going to reuse that box. I have boxes around the house that I put things in, essential oils. I use the top of a box to prop a door open when I was fixing a hinge. Stuff like that. In the bathroom, I think I have a Romacraft box, some stuff in it. Stories. Here's the thing. When we were at Weasel Fest, the first one, the coolest thing about that wasn't Weasel Fest. It was everything around it for me. And that's thanks to you being the Connect. Got to hang out with Skip at his house. He made us hot dogs. Thank you, Skip. Went to Mike's, hung out with a bunch of guys there. And everyone was talking about the origin story of Romacraft, all the things they went through, and it looked like it wasn't going to work out. And that was awesome. But I think that's different because they're not using the stories to try to sell cigars.
No, it's organic when the stories are told too.
Yeah.
It's not, you're not trying to be sold the brand. I think he's very genuine, Mike and Skip, in that. Yeah, once it's sold, I mean, it helps maybe keep the guy on the brand if there's an interesting story.
Yeah, because if I'm going to tell somebody, share a cigar with them, they're probably going to want to know something about it. And I might share this story that I heard.
And there's a lot of
to me
that Skip has that he doesn't talk about all the time that I've learned. And I'm like, damn, like that'd be interesting if it was more widely known. There's some really cool stuff. Yeah, I like a good story. Origin story. Villain origin.
Oh, I was going to have that too. That's another future draft. Cigar industry villains. Not today. Okay. Not next week. Mukau says, do you ever sit in silent wonder at how much work the letter G is doing in the word Angus? Nice.
I think about how much work the G's doing in lasagna.
Doing very little work.
Yeah.
So,
do you have any slang terms for pizza?
Pie. Yeah.
You ever say like "za"?
No.
"Za"? You want some "za"?
No one says that.
What about pizza?
Tyler, how old are you?
Well, my dad says pizza. What about pizza?
Oh, I hate that.
Pizza?
Yeah. There's no K in there. But it's also that's like Parmesan versus Parmesan. I hear white people say Parmesan cheese, and I always was mad at that. But technically, that's how it should be pronounced when it's not Parmigiano Reggiano. With an S, it should be Parmesan.
What do you think about going to a Mexican restaurant and trying to say every word kind of like in Spanish? You don't know Spanish.
I think it's funny.
No, I don't think it is. Anyways, there was an SNL skit where he was saying,
"Oh, can I have the tortilla on the side, please?"
Yeah, the tortilla factory, some queso. So there's an SNL skit where they were in court, and James Franco they were arguing something, and then somehow it came up with how people say it's pizza, and they call it "za," pizza, and then lasagna. I forgot how it goes. Fuck it, I fucked it up. Anyways, next question. Mukau, I miss you.
Also, back to Andres. Yeah, I think people fall for the bunkum. That's the word of the day, bunkum. Tyler, what does bunkum mean?
Bumcum? I've never heard of it.
Not bumcum.
Bumpkin?
No, bunkum. Bunkum.
What does it mean?
It's an old-fashioned or informal word that refers to foolish or insincere talk or ideas.
Why not just say foolish?
Because there are different words for things.
I know, it's no longer freezing out here. It's actually beautiful.
You're in a t-shirt, and this morning it was 37.
Damn.
You're tough. What else we got? El Dandy Cubano. What 5-pack of cigars would you give someone to have them get to know you? That is a great question, and I haven't done enough thought to answer that. Can you rattle one off? 5-pack?
A 5-pack would be so horny, my man.
Well, that's okay.
My blood, sweat, and tears went into that blend.
That's gross. He also
Maybe the
said
FDA would get involved.
He also said, when do I get to join? Must I successfully complete a series of trials I want in on or in one? We haven't had him on the podcast, have we? We haven't had anybody.
No, let's get him
we've
on.
had-
Let's get him on next week.
Yeah, we should. We've had Brandon recently, and Mo. It's been a while, I think. I think he got
Mo.
yeah. I might have peeved him with all the Wi-Fi problems.
Yeah, no, he told me, he's like, if you do it with somebody else, I'll do it. And I'm like, he's not that bad. He's a little slow or autistic, but he's
What?
smart as a whip.
Whip good.
We had Chips and Lonsdale on. We had Shane, Romatron, Bearded Dude, Kyle, Miss Kyle. I don't know if he's still smoking anymore. He kind of stopped posting. Alex from Lake Country.
Hmm.
Had
Hey.
Smoke Ring Kyler on.
Listeners, what happened to JP Fingers? Is he in jail? Is he dead? Haven't seen anything from that guy. Tyler, that's why I know we're looking for sponsors so that we don't have to pay for Zoom and Podbean, but we don't want to do it. They did. Their downfall was too many sponsors, and you don't want to be a slave to the sponsors. That's all. Yogi says, go pack, go. No, Yogi.
Yeah, Yogi.
No.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. We blew your ass out, fam.
Game sucked.
The boys went down.
It was bad. Next year. He also said, is the baby eating bananas yet? Funny you should say that. No, but that's probably the first food we're going to feed Noah. First human food. Banana. Can't wait.
They were the Flamin' Hot
Cheetos?
Cheetos. Yeah, Flamin' Hot Cheetos.
Yeah, that's a bad idea. Hey, CAO Amazon Basins out there, if you can find them.
Dude, I can't believe how popular that cigar is.
That's at my shop. There are 2 unicorn cigars. When I say unicorn, you can find them. It's just they're the cigar that people talk about. Like if you do something great for them, they're gonna give one. The Amazon Basin, the first one, obviously, and Davidoff Late Hour.
The Late Hour.
Yeah.
Oh, there was a guy who was looking for a Joe Rogan cigar. Oh, I saw a Cardinal, and so somebody tagged me in it. They're like, I'll give you 2 Tatuaje NFTs for the Joe Rogan cigar. I'm like, it was a gift. I can't give it to you. Now, if you give me 500 out, no. I said, I don't. It's a gift. I can't give it to you.
Hey, you're getting some secondhand action.
What does that mean?
The Viso Horny was on the secondary market.
Oh, that's what I was gonna add. I forgot to bring that up. Yeah, I was happy. I think it went for $1.25.
125, not $1.25.
Well, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, I
People say
do.
that.
No one says that, but that's okay.
No, they do. No, they do. I saw the Iron Claw.
How was it?
It was good. I saw it with Lisa. She cried the whole movie. I didn't. And I'm usually get emotional during films. I cried 3 times during Interstellar. We watched it 3 months ago. But no, it was a good movie. I don't know what happened to Zach. Well, I know what happened to Zac Efron's chin, but it looks really weird. But it was a good movie.
I really don't have time for movies right now. But then again,
Yeah,
I
so
didn't really have time before. Hey, our top 10 list, Tyler. 4 of the cigars in our top 10 had what? What commonality did 4 of our cigars
Had what?
share? That's what I'm asking you. 4 of
Oh,
them had blank.
Keep cutting out. Numbers in them?
No. Actually,
What?
I don't know. Pigtails
Oh,
or pigtail adjacent
Papasaka,
caps.
Claro,
SNR,
Tatuaje.
Serpents of Rainbow, and Tuxla, yeah.
I asked Skip if I could have a nipple or a bull's foot, and he said No.
The cigar reviewed for this week's blind review, it was a closed foot, but it was a cap put on the foot. Do you know any cigar
Which
that
one?
does that? It was a
Oh,
blind review. I don't know what it is yet. It'll be revealed probably tonight or posted tomorrow.
I wonder if it's Red Meat Lovers.
Does that have a cap on the foot? 'Cause it wasn't box pressed.
I, I I thought one of them did. I thought the circle one, the beef stick.
I don't know. Maybe that was it.
I don't know, but small batch carries a lot of weird brands now, so I don't know what it could be.
They've always carried small brands. I haven't gotten to see what they have recently. Som came out. Vlada had an event at Aloni yesterday.
Did you, oh, you were out of
I was
town.
out of town, yeah. I stopped in though. I was able to grab one of his new Psalms. Rioja. Someone try that. Ceniza Fina. Fine Ash has a cigar now. Shout out to Sam
Oh
and
yeah,
Rosie.
love them.
Yeah. Oh, I was reading a book to baby Noah. Tyler, what do you think rabbit tobacco is? I was reading Peter Rabbit.
Hey,
No, good
hey,
guess. Lavender. Anytime you
carrots,
see lavender, I know lavender is rabbit tobacco.
lettuce.
I've told you the answer.
My dad used to do.
Stop guessing.
My dad used to do that, and I want to strangle him. I'm turning into my dad.
Hmm.
Dad humor.
Did you like my dad joke with Brandon?
Have I done one with Brandon? No.
No, I said next kid he has, next boy, gotta name him Leaf. So that Kelly can be mother of Leaf.
Oh yeah. I'm just waiting to be. I want to be a godfather.
Yeah,
And
you said
nobody's
that.
asked.
So is that a Catholic thing?
I don't know. I'm not religious, but I do
think-
believe in a supreme being. And I don't need proof. I have faith.
My wife has photos on her phone of me taking cigar pics. Anytime I'm trying to like the lineup I posted today of our top 10,
Uh huh.
we were waiting to go on a walk and I was trying to get the photo in before we headed out. And I look over and she's taking a photo of me taking a photo.
Do a better photo.
What?
Yeah, I think
It
you can do a little better.
I wanted to smoke some of those. We'll see.
No, you can't smoke them because we got to take the picture every year, a new picture with the last year's lineup.
No.
We should
You've
try
ne-
to. We should try to. Let me know what you need from last year, and I'll see if we can piece it together.
I gave away one the 100 años, my father. I might have one more, but I gave it to my brothers to smoke recently.
Yeah, well, it's probably dry as a rock.
And I don't think I have any more Sfumato and C major. What a good cigar. Thanks, Crown Heads.
I'm sure we can find it.
Yeah. Tyler, do you think saying my man is a bit played out when someone posts a Visa horny pic?
I've been doing that too much.
It's not just you, but yeah, it's a response I see often.
Okay. And then my my New Year's resolution is to no longer. Oh, what's that saying? Like when you respond, not to add, but to when you're having a conversation and you're responding to argue, not to fuck. I forgot the terminology. But yeah, we got to start having better conversations. We've known each other for a long time.
We got some good feedback. And it's true. I was editing the last podcast and you're talking about Tatuaje. And then when I jumped in, I was talking about Crown Heads. So I think the problem is, Tyler, when you go on rants, I used to just cut you off and people said, why are you doing that? Why are you being a jerk? So now I just let you ramble and I think I tune you out and I go on my phone to find a new subject matter. So I should listen. Sorry, Tyler.
You shouldn't do that. You're the host. Like if we're like a broadcast team, you're the guy doing the play-by-play and I'm the color commentary. Because I'm the one that actually knows
Next topic.
1%. Next topic.
Speaking of it, we haven't really done an interview in a while. When I was thinking of media members to draft, I thought, oh, it'd be funny if I said Tyler, but I was going to ask you, have you ever done an interview? We've had people on the podcast. That kind of counts.
Yeah, so I am a little nervous about tomorrow. You know, new POS, new kiosk, new
Clientele.
nobody laughed. Yeah, I've been on Cigar Hustler. I've been interviewed before. I almost did an interview at PCA, but I kind of got scared. It was supposed to be
No,
to help out
I know you've been interviewed, but do you interview people in the media, cigar industry?
We had
That-
Patrick. We interviewed Patrick.
Yeah. I guess that was more of an interview. Usually when we have people on, it's less interview and more just talking, hanging out.
Yeah, I mean, if we know the guy, we're gonna be hanging out, shooting the shit. If we don't know the guy, we're gonna kind of interview. I mean, yeah, no, I count on you to be more of the interviewer question guy, and then I'm the one who throws in like the funny one, even though most of the time now it's not funny because I'm getting old, so you lose your sense of humor the older you get.
Well, no, I think your humor still works with people in your age range. Dad humor is funny for dads because that was their humor.
I don't. Do I have dad humor?
No, your humor will not change, but the younger generation will think it's dad humor.
That's why I try to stay up on my TikTok, so I know what the lingo.
Yeah, TikTok's, I don't know. I don't have it, but looks too addicting and addictive.
It do be though. It do be though. All right.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
Hey,
weird.
we have like 3 minutes. Review of the SBC 22. What are your thoughts?
I like it a lot. It's kind of like medium bodied, I would say. It tastes like well fermented tobacco. It's yeah, I would say it's a medium good smoke. I like it. I don't know that I don't have any tasting notes for you, but I mean there's a little bit of pepper, but like it's not like it wasn't like super earthy. It was really clean on the palate.
Yeah.
I like it a lot.
To me, it's a cigar that I think will be on the top 25 list for Half Wheel. Clean on the palate was good. It's nuanced. It's not in your face.
Yeah. Little pepper, right?
A little bit, not too much. I wrote some pretentious notes, so I'm going to read them.
All right.
Some barnyard on the pre-light sniff, not the pre-light puff, and specifically horse barnyard. On the pre-light puff, grape and strawberry soda. Nice little bit of sweetness. Smoking it, got some vanilla bean, got a yeasty note. I'm a big yeast and ferment guy.
Yeah, I got a little bit of yeast.
Bready, beer.
Hoppy.
Not really hoppy.
I don't know what hoppy means, so I just wanted to say hoppy.
If you want to be happy for the rest of your life. Anyway, it's a great cigar. Would it have made your top 10 list?
I don't know what would have bumped out. That's the problem. It's a good list. It's a good year.
No, I'm not talking about our list. I'm saying your top 10 list.
For next year? Or for
No, because we drafted our list, but I came up with 10 of my own. And I only was able to pick 4 or 5.
I don't know about
list.
top 10, but it's in the running. Honorable mention, yeah.
Yeah, it's good. If you can find them, get them. Is our war with the Hustlers over?
No, because Yogi's stirring the pot right now. He commented, he tagged Hustler in our post, so
All right. I'll find a way to keep the war going. I don't know if that's the
I
moral
don't
thing
like-
to do.
I'm a Libra. I don't like conflict. I don't like confrontation.
All right.
Pass it like the Pope.
Well, it's 3:00, 5 your time.
All right. I'll talk to you later.
Cool. I'm gonna have to edit this for all the choppy bits because of the Wi-Fi. Sorry, listeners.
And then take out that part in the beginning.
We'll do. Rock and
All right.
roll. Any shower thoughts to help the boys keep their cigars on ice?
Straight cut only.
Okay, mine is lava lamps are super underrated. They're so cool. Why do they have to be like a 80s weird thing that no one has anymore. One
I
more
just
lava
bought one.
lamps.
I just bought
Hey,
one. I swear
nice.
to God, it got shipped. We got it Wednesday.
Making a comeback.
I'll send you a video of it.
Cool.
All right. Take care, brother.
Later. Keep your cigars.